Hey there, Don Wilson here. Welcome back. We're going to talk about retargeting in this video. Get right into it. We're going to talk about what it is, who provides it, who I recommend to provide it. I have no association with anybody in it, just who I use, how to set it up on a basic level, and a couple examples of ways that I've used it for my clients, ways that I've used it for myself, to sell my services online, sell my products online, sell my programs, pretty much everything out there. Okay, retargeting really works. So basically what retargeting is, it's a type of tracking technology that works within what's called the FB Ads Exchange, Facebook Ad Exchange. It allows you to build a custom audience of people who have visited a website that you control so that you can follow up with them with ads. Okay? Basically, you put a pixel or whatever you want to call it on a website. Facebook picks up who's seen that pixel if they're logged into Facebook and they can actually reach that data. Then you can actually target those people as an interest immediately. So, person goes to your website, they get hit by the pixel, Facebook registers they've been to your site. When they go back to Facebook, which a lot of people obviously do, Facebook serves up an ad based on that. Okay? So it's the most underutilized tool in internet marketing, period. Every day, this becomes less of a true statement because people have seen how much money retargeting makes if you just put it up on a lot of different campaigns, and people have started to use it more. Okay? So pretty much every single time I've used not pretty much every single time I've used retargeting and finished setting it up, didn't get distracted in the middle of it, I've got positive ROI. Okay, I'll show you a six-figure retargeting case study before this course is over, where we sold 6 figures worth of products, and retargeting was bringing us in sales all the time. I'll show you the ad before this actual slides are over, and then before you get to the end of the course, I'll show you the entire case study on how we did that. So who provides it? Facebook. Depending on what mood they're in, they have an actual custom audience basically for retargeting. You set a pixel up on your actual website, or you set something up within Facebook, it registers and they're letting you use your own pixel. Now, the Facebook conversion pixel itself doesn't fire correctly for like people that share an actual dark post or a newsfeed ad or promote a post and then somebody else buys. If it wasn't part of the original audience, Facebook doesn't know to track them on the conversion. So it's really weird. All right. I wouldn't recommend using Facebook's in-house feature for retargeting, if it even exists when you watch this video, because the in-house Facebook conversion pixel wasn't 100% accurate. So I'm just worried about the retargeting pixel being that way. Perfect Audience, this is all they do. All right. They're not an ads platform. They are simply retargeting, and that's all they care about. That's the one that I use. Okay. AdRoll, retargeter.com. These are a couple different ones. Some of them allow you to do certain different places on the internet outside of Facebook for retargeting. Retargeting works whether you're doing it inside of Facebook, outside of Facebook. This is a Facebook focused course, so we're going to talk about what happens inside of Facebook. But just do this. Set retargeting up. No matter what you're doing out there, set the pixel up on a page so you can gather that audience. Because once you're ready to promote with retargeting, you will get positive ROI. I mean, maybe you won't. But every time I've ever done it, and most every single person I know that's done it, it's working. All right, so how you set it up is a simple step process. Set up the page you want to retarget from. Install the Perfect Audience WordPress plugin. That's why I also recommend Perfect Audience. I'm a tech idiot. I know how to drive traffic. That's what I'm good at. Driving traffic and helping others drive traffic. I'm not good at setting anything up that's more complicated than driving traffic, an ad, and a WordPress plugin. Okay, so this is what's great about Perfect Audience. You set the page up. You set up a domain or wherever you're driving traffic to, install a WordPress plugin, go back to your Perfect Audience, set up your retargeting ad. It's just the same as a Facebook ad. You upload a photo, you write a headline, write some ad copy, but you don't have to do an interest because the interest is that audience of traffic that you've got. Okay, then you submit it for approval. Depending on the site you have and how compliant or non-compliant you are, or close you are to AdRoll's guidelines or Facebook's guidelines, sometimes it's hard to get everything perfect in it. It can take up to 2 days. Okay, I've had some stuff get disapproved, and then I was like, oh, I didn't even know that was in terms of service, or the terms of service has changed from when I submitted it to when it actually got reviewed. So basically, you set up a page. Now, what if it was a sales page for, adscrackedreloaded.com or wherever we're going to put something up, socialgroupposter.com? It doesn't really matter. I set that page up. If my affiliates send traffic there, if I send paid traffic, if I send my email list traffic, if I have a pixel up on that page, it's going to basically build an audience that I can promote to inside of Facebook from all that traffic. So if I have affiliates sending traffic that all have buyer lists, that's going to be a better audience than I could ever get inside of a precise interest inside of Facebook. So I want to capture that audience for retargeting not just because of the high ROI, but because of how valuable that data is. It's like uploading a buyer list of emails as a custom audience to promote to. The reason we do that is because it's a better audience than Facebook could ever give us. It's better data than Facebook could have because we've spent money getting that data ourselves. Okay? So set these up. The data is important. The data is valuable. When you set a retargeting campaign up, usually it makes money. Okay, so here's a couple examples of uses. E-commerce, if you set them up on a shopping cart a certain way, you can have people come back into the funnel later at a 10% discount. A lot of people think retargeting is just taking traffic that you basically had that left and bringing it back, and it is. But when you really understand retargeting correctly, you look at it a little bit different. There's a destination URL. You don't have to bring people back to the same page. You can bring people back that went and looked for ladies' boots. In e-commerce, they come back to a 10% discount page because they're the ones that actually went all the way to the shopping cart page. There was the item page, then there was the shopping cart page, and you've got different retargeting ads for them. One says, miss your boots, or did you forget these? Come pick them up, 10% off. The other one says, come finish your order, 20% discount if you finish it today. Click here. And then the next day there is no retargeting ad. You can set that type of stuff up. But realize retargeting is not just about putting a pixel up, finding that audience inside Facebook promotable now, and then bringing the traffic back to you. It's about bringing the traffic back to somewhere where you'll enhance conversions. We're about ROI. If you've got a certain amount of traffic that's seen an offer, to get them back, giving them a discount is going to work better than just saying, did you miss this? It may increase your margins, it may not, but just think of it as different uses. Digital products. If people are in the inbox, they're also on Facebook usually. Say there's a product launch. Ads Cracked Reloaded is a product launch, for example. There's going to be a lot of people emailing in their inbox as affiliates. There's going to be a lot of people out there on Facebook as well. I want to bring that traffic back. They may not have been 100% sold midway through the launch, but when close day happens, if we're currently closing a launch, then I'm like, okay, this is the last chance I got, and I want to send that message out to people through retargeting. If I have that audience from the beginning, I can put those ads up extremely cheap and bring in extremely high margins by bringing high-ticket buyers back through my funnel, okay? So anything with a sequence, you can time it in advance. If I know I'm going to do a 7-day launch, whether it's a 7-day discount of a t-shirt, 7-day discount of a product, 7-day launch of a new product, I can set that stuff up in retargeting to where I can send them to a different new page every single day. With my Facebook ad, have a different ad for every single day. The sky is the limit with retargeting. You can extend your funnels. Later you can offer split plays and rollouts for people that went to a checkout versus people that didn't. Pixels and retargeting, I don't want to get confused and go too deep into what you can do with them, but basically you need to learn how to set them up. So I don't want to show all that in here. There's plenty of videos for free within every product that offers it. You go to Perfect Audience, they have plenty of videos showing how to set it up. It's not that difficult. If you can set up a Facebook ad, you can set up a retargeting ad. This one, for example, if you go to fbarchitect.com or any of these courses, this is one that I have for a $1 trial and $297 rebills. It's a really, really good course. Simple ad. This ad's made me thousands of dollars because it's a retargeting ad for a course. It just shows a simple template of how we build our sales funnels with Facebook traffic. Okay? That simple ad, not much to it. All I did was put a red border on it. I made it crooked. It was my face. Put click here. The reason I used my face is because the people that actually saw this ad are people that already knew who I was. I knew that because the only people that saw this ad were people that went to fbarchitect.com. So when you're doing retargeting, make sure your ad is something that people will notice from where they came from because you've got that ability. You can't do that with an interest because if I'm targeting like Brendan Burchard for an interest, not everybody that has Brendan Burchard as an interest knows who I am. Everybody that's hit my sales page does. So I use a different photo. If I was going after that interest, I wouldn't do it quite the same. So I hope that makes sense. I hope I'm not confusing anything. Basically, remember that you need to set retargeting up. It's important. It gets high ROI. What is it? Something that you need to do. Who does it? What can you do it on? How can you do it? Who is AdRoll, Perfect Audience, Retargeter? I personally recommend Perfect Audience. I have no affiliation with them. It's what I use. I get a lot of positive ROI, and their services made me a lot of money. I hope it does the same for you. How do you set it up? It's a simple little step-by-step process. You can go back in the video and look through all the steps. Or when you go to Perfect Audience, all you got to do is set up a page with a WordPress dashboard, really simple, install a plugin. You'll copy a simple little code from within Perfect Audience over to your plugin, save the settings, it'll connect to your website basically, it'll be approved, and you'll be ready to go. You'll be getting those high ROI retargeting back there. Remember, it's not just about bringing traffic back. Usually that's plenty profitable, especially the more expensive a product gets. But it's about controlling the traffic. If they're hitting a checkout or not, give them a 10% discount to come back and finish their order before the day's out. That type of power is in retargeting. You can't do that with regular interest. You can't do that with anything else out there. And it's because you have data and interest and audience that Facebook or any other ad platform could not give you. So hopefully you'll set this stuff up, and I'll see you in the next video.